everyone, and welcome back to Monica's Travels. This is the second video of Q&A questions that I'm answering. I am very impressed about the amount of questions I'm receiving, and seeing how many questions I still have to answer. I think I will also do a third video answering questions, so I don't make this video way too long, because there are still many questions that I have saved. Anyways, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. It will help me a lot. And I have so many videos filmed from the European Alps, European capitals, from the Seychelles, from Romania and so on. So please make sure to subscribe to make sure you don't miss the videos from all those very beautiful places. So let's start with the questions. The first one is best places from your own country. I could talk half an hour about this minimum, so I will try to keep it short, but if you want details, make sure you check my blog post about Romania and also my other video about Romania. I am pasting the links to my blog and my blog post and my video down below in the description. Please make sure to check them out, because Romania is one of the most beautiful countries in Europe, and it's so underrated. It's very cheap. It has mountains, friendly people, beautiful cities, medieval cities, history and so on. So make sure you check my other video and the blog post, because you will remain impressed with how beautiful it is. Anyways, just to tell you very quick about Romania, some cities you can visit: Brașov, Sibiu, Sighișoara, Deva, Iași, Cluj, maybe Bucharest, the capital, and some places are the mountains, for example Ceahlău, Rarău. You can go to Palma, you can visit Cheile Bicazului, you can see the Red Lake, and you can take a boat there in the summer. You can also go skiing in Brașov. There are so many beautiful places, and not all of them come to my mind right now. You can see Transfăgărășan, Transalpina for very beautiful roads and very nice road trips. Just make sure you check my other video for more details about them. The next question is, are you a dog person or a cat person? I am definitely a cat person. I love all animals. I love dogs too, but cats have a special place in my heart, so I am a cat person. Did you ever lose your passport? Okay, so I have a funny story about this. The answer to this question is yes and no. I was in Thailand in the airport with my brother. I was traveling in 2018, and after we got our boarding pass from the check-in, we started going in the airport for around 5-10 minutes, and I realized that I don't have my passport, so I thought I lost it. I thought I left it at the person who gave us the boarding pass, and I didn't say a word to my brother. I just started running to the check-in point, and I asked there if they have my passport, and they said no, there's no passport, and I felt like I was going crazy. I thought I lost my passport, and then I started looking on the floor all the way back to my brother, and I couldn't find any passport. My brother came to me and he was worried. He asked me what happened, why did I run away so suddenly, and I told him that I lost my passport and I can't find it anywhere, and he looked at me with a face, I don't know how to describe it, and told me that he has my passport, it's in his hand or in his backpack, I don't really remember, and I was so embarrassed, and I realized that I don't have to react so quickly to some things. I overreacted. I should have asked him first, but it was a pretty funny experience, and it made me be more careful with my passport. Right now I'm very careful with my passport, so you should also be careful with your passport, because it's it's not a fun thing losing your passport, and there are many people that lost their passport in their trips, and it wasn't really fun. What is the best part about traveling? In my opinion, the best part about traveling is how it makes you grow up, how it makes you change in a better version of yourself, because you learn so many things, you meet so many people, you get into different situations, different difficult situations, and you have to handle them yourself. You have everything in your hands, and you have to be prepared for anything. In a new country, in a foreign country with different culture, different people, you have to make sure everything is good. You don't have to fall for scams, you don't have to get yourself in dangerous situations, and you have to inform yourself a lot. So you are learning a lot, you are growing a lot, and I really love this about traveling. I love how much I am growing when I'm traveling, and I am such a different person thanks to traveling. I think I am more mature because thanks to traveling, and I learned so much about different cultures, different countries, and so on. So I really love what I'm becoming thanks to traveling. This is, in my opinion, the best part. The next question is, what languages do you speak, and how did you learn them? I speak Romanian, I speak English, as you can see, and I speak Italian too, a little bit of Spanish too, but Italian I speak very well because I learned it on an online game almost 10 years ago. If you know this game, Habbo, maybe you played it in your childhood. My cousin is Italian, so she made me join this game, but after that I entered alone, and I started meeting Italian people, and they helped me learn Italian, and they were very helpful in my journey learning Italian. I am very good at writing. People always tell me that I write like a native, but I am not very good at speaking, because in the game I'm always typing, but I'm never speaking. So next question is, cheapest place you've ever been to? The cheapest place I've ever been to is the Philippines, by far. I ate in the Philippines a burger that costed us just 10 cents, and it was very good. It was a place for locals. It was in Bohol, and also we spent 50 cents on fixing our motorbike flat tire. So this is insane. He stayed with us around 1 hour because we had to buy something and so on. So he only asked us for 50 cents, which is insane. It's still in Bohol. So the prices in the Philippines are so low, and the country is so beautiful. You should go to the Philippines too, because it is so beautiful. Also, for a huge house with I think 3 beds and a pool, we paid less than 30 euros, which is just insane in Bohol. We got such a big house because there weren't many accommodations there, or they weren't available, but it was so cheap. It was insane, but it's so beautiful. I love the Philippines and the people from Philippines. The next question is, where are you now? I am currently in the beautiful Seychelles, on the Praslin Island. I love it here. It is so nice. Come to Sri Lanka one day. I can be your guide. I have Sri Lanka on my bucket list. To be honest, I have almost all the countries on my bucket list that are not very dangerous. But Sri Lanka, I really have it on the top of my bucket list, because I saw a lot of pictures from there and a lot of opinions from there that it is very beautiful and very different from other places. So I will probably visit it in the future, but I'm not sure when. Only time will tell. Okay, so the next question is, are you a budget traveler? Yes, I am a budget traveler, but I'm not going to the extreme side. As you can see, for example, you can see how I'm spending my money in travels in another video of mine, where I am telling about how much money I spent in my 3-month trip to Asia, to 9 countries in Asia. I will leave a link to that video down below in the description, maybe in the comments too. You can see there that I'm not spending a lot of money on 5 or 4-star hotels, but I am not going to the extreme side either. I'm not, for example, staying in a very cheap hostels and eating just street food and so on. So I am eating street food sometimes. I am staying in private rooms on Airbnb sometimes. Other times I'm staying in nice accommodations with pool if it's not too expensive. So it really depends, but I think I'm an average budget traveler. I do all the trips by myself. I plan everything by myself. I'm never using a travel agency that makes the prices a lot more higher. So I consider myself a budget traveler. The next question is, what's the scariest moment of your travels? The scariest moment of my travels is one thing that happened in the Philippines, but it was not because of the people there. The people there are among the friendliest I've ever met in my life, but it was a situation that was scary because we had no battery left on our phones. We had a very heavy backpacks on our shoulders. Our ferry got cancelled. Then we had no accommodation. It was midnight. It was an area that was poorer, and we weren't really used to that because it was our first trip in the Philippines, and we didn't know what to expect. It was night. We didn't know what to do. We were hungry, thirsty, and so on. If you want to see how that ended, you can check the video from the Philippines, Wild Filipino People. I will leave a description in the description down below, the link to that video. It's very interesting. I am also sharing there other interesting experiences from the Philippines and why I love Filipino people. So make sure you check that video. I can't explain all the situations from that night in this video because it will get too long, but just open in a new tab that video and you will find everything and the full story. The next question is, how are you? I am very good, thank you. I am a little bit hot because it's pretty hot here in the Seychelles, but I am good, thank you. And the next question, and I think I will stop here and then in this video, and then I will leave the other questions for the next video because it is getting too long. I am also speaking very fast so I can answer to as many questions as I can. The next question is, are you married? When do you come to Iran? I'm not married yet, but I am engaged, so I could say yes, almost. And the next question is, when do you come to Iran? I don't know because since the pandemic started, we haven't been out of Europe except Seychelles. Seychelles is our first trip outside of Europe, so I don't know when will be the next time when we go outside of Europe, really, because the restrictions are pretty difficult, and I don't know, we don't have any plans right now, but I will possibly visit it in the future. Anyways, these are the questions for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a like and to subscribe to my channel. You can also find me on Instagram at Monica's Travels. If you have any questions to ask me, you can ask down below in the comments, or you can send me a private message on Instagram or anywhere. I try to answer all the YouTube comments I'm getting, and thank you so much for supporting me, and I hope you have a great day, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.